Hey folks, welcome to the channel. Giving a little update on this Esquire that I'm building. Esquire, not Esquire, Esquire. Got everything kind of mocked up, put together. If you've been watching some of these videos, you know we had trouble with the Clusen tuners. That, you know, the ferrules or inserts were the wrong size. Contacted the seller and no problem. They're sending me some new ones, supposed to be here tomorrow. So we're going to be able to move ahead on that. But I was able to go ahead and, you know, get the neck put on, get the bridge installed, got it put on there where it'll intonate the string distance, you know, from the edge of the neck. Everything's correct on that. Going to be able to intonate that with no problem. Got our electronics put in. I don't have anything wired up. I just had to put it on to fit everything up, get the screw holes all done. Got our strap locks on. Get that where you can see it. You know, we got our back plate. So, you know, we're just pretty much ready to tear down and start, you know, working on paint. And I'm kind of pushed right now. It's a good time of year here to paint. I have to paint outside. I don't have a facility to do real good paint. So a lot depends on the humidity and the weather. So right now is a good time to try to do that. I was trying to think of any of the issues I've had as far as, you know, no problem with getting the bridge to fit correct. All that worked out. The pick guard is a little bit not so well cut right there. And that's not going to really show up in the camera, but that's not cut very well. Where it fits over here on the neck side, it's not necessarily fit the way I want it to. But that's something I can change later. You know, we got the nitro finish neck. I was going to do maybe a nitro paint job on it, and I know this light, I got a lot of light behind me, it's bad. So what I've decided to do, this bridge is, if I can get it, this bridge is kind of old. This is an old bridge. It's kind of rusty, a little bit aged, but I wanted to use it. So this is real shiny, this new piece. I'm gonna age it a little bit, not rusty, crappy looking, just take the shine off of it. But an issue I had, I used the Dave Star electronics, and they've got the, you know, the big shafts, round shafts, and my go-to knobs aren't big enough to go on there. So what I'm going to do is attempt to drill these out, you know, so maybe I won't booger them up or lose a finger. I guess it'll be a slide guitar if that happens. But I'm going to try to drill those out, not try to worry about ordering nothing else, because that's what I want to use. I'll put them in the drill press, get them where they'll fit, but the switch, everything sounds, you know, really quality, great, everything, you know, worked. Another thing is I had the go-to inserts for the back of the body. They're bigger and they're going to be really close. I'm going to do a lot of drilling. So I had, I don't know, you can see there's a couple in there. This camera ain't going to show it. But anyway, I've got the right size. I'm just going to use those. They're going to be perfectly fine. I'm not going to go borrowing trouble where I don't need to on this thing. They're going to be fine. So what I've decided to do on this thing, being as how it's got the bridge is aged a little bit. Let me get this camera down just a little bit. And it's crooked. I'm just going to, like I say, do a light kind of worn look. And the color, I had tried a lot of different things about the color, like I was saying. In the interest of time and everything, I'm going to go with a kind of a relic type finish. Now, nothing crazy. I'm not going to drag this thing around behind the truck. What I'm going to try to do, and I've never done this before quite like this, but I'm going to put a coat of stain on the body. I'm going to give it a light sanding, put a coat of light colored stain on the body, let that dry, come back with an off-white over top of that, and then I'm going to come in with a kind of a dark red on top of the white. And what gave me the idea is Brett Papa, his channel. He's got a Squire I'm sorry. Sorry, Brett. He's got a Fender. It's probably a custom shop. And it's got the red with the white kind of worn through and then a little bit, and I really like the look of it. It's not overdone. It's not crazy. It's just something I want to try. It's nothing I can't sand off and redo. Like I said, I'm not going to damage the body anyway. Beat it up and put places in it or nothing, just maybe a worn paint job. And then I want to have maybe some of the wood grain to show through, kind of where you can still, I don't want to put grain filler on it, coat it, make it real slick. And I'm not going to put polyurethane on it. I'm just going to use, put the paint on, kind of wire it down a little bit, in a few places. And I like the looks of the guitar he had. That's what I'm going to try. So, if you don't like worn or relic looking guitar, start typing. I don't care. So that's what I'm going to try to do with this. Like I say, nothing crazy, but I want to go ahead and get this done because, judging from the views on it, nobody's really interested in it anyway. So I want to go ahead and get it painted. Get it put back together. We'll have the tuners, so then it'll just be, once the paint's done, just reassembling it, setting it up, and seeing how it plays. So that's just kind of an update on that. So, but I just wanted to show everybody that's been keeping up with it where I'm at with it. This is, I think it's going to work out pretty good. So the main thing is everything fit right. Everything's going to, everything's going to be okay. But that's an important thing, I think, that a lot of people don't realize at starting doing this kind of stuff is go ahead and put this thing together. You don't have to wire it up and set the action and do all, intonate everything. You don't have to do any of that. Just put all your components on, get your screw holes already drilled. Make sure everything's going to work before you go doing your painting. The paint needs to be the last thing before you assemble it for the final time. So, that's about all I've got on it. Man, I appreciate all the comments, everything. Try to get into something maybe a little more interesting to other people. It seems like my AliExpress stuff and, stuff everybody fusses about. That's what I get the most views on, the Chibsons and stuff. But, maybe this will garner a little bit of interest. But if you hadn't subscribed, consider that. Give me a thumbs up if you're interested in it and think it's worthwhile. Appreciate everybody that has subscribed, and next time you see this thing, it'll be painted, good or bad, whatever that turns out. We can always sand it off and start again. So anyway, until next time, folks, see you.